What is the most expensive entertainment product in human history? Is it a Hollywood blockbuster like Avatar? The entire budget for that film wouldn't even cover the marketing for this. Is it a new billion-dollar sports stadium in Las Vegas? That's getting warmer. For decades, Hollywood has been the undisputed king of global entertainment. But while we were all watching the box office, a quiet giant in the world of interactive entertainment was preparing to launch a product so massive it would make even the biggest movie studios look like a small indie production. The truth is, the single most ambitious and expensive bet in the history of media isn't a movie, a show, or a stadium. It's a video game, and its sheer scale is something most people simply cannot comprehend. In this video, we are going to deconstruct the financial blueprint behind the most anticipated, most secretive, and most expensive product ever created, Grand Theft Auto 6. We will expose the ghost of its predecessor that created an impossible expectation, unpack the $2 billion gamble that could make or break its parent company, reveal the genius behind their engineering of hype, and finally uncover the true money-making machine that most players don't even see. This isn't a story about a game, it's a story about a financial empire. To understand the monumental pressure on Grand Theft Auto 6, you first have to understand the economic monster that was Grand Theft Auto 5. Released way back in 2013, GTA 5 wasn't just a successful game, it was a fundamental shift in the business of entertainment. It has sold over 200 million copies, making it the second best-selling game of all time. But the sales are only the beginning of the story. The game has generated over $8 billion in revenue. To put that in perspective, that is more than the entire global box office run of Avatar and Avengers Endgame, the two biggest films in history combined. But here's the crucial difference. Those films had their massive theatrical runs and were done. GTA 5, and specifically GTA Online, has been a consistent high-margin revenue engine every single month for over a decade. It represents a shift from a hit-driven business to a predictable long-term cash cow. But the real genius, the true financial engine, was GTA Online. This wasn't just luck, it was a masterclass in what the industry calls games as a service. By creating a persistent, evolving online world and offering a steady stream of new content, from cars and clothes to elaborate criminal heists, Rockstar transformed a one-time purchase into a decade-long hobby for millions. It created a powerful psychological loop of engagement and spending that other companies could only dream of replicating. It became the blueprint for long-term monetization, the envy of every studio in both Silicon Valley and Hollywood. This is the ghost that haunts GTA 6, a predecessor so successful its performance is nearly impossible to replicate. And yet, the market, the fans, and the shareholders expect exactly that. This brings us to the $2 billion bet. That is the widely reported, almost mythical budget for the development and marketing of GTA 6. Let's try to visualize that number. The Sphere in Las Vegas, one of the most ambitious architectural projects in recent memory, cost around $2.3 billion to build. Take-Two Interactive is spending a similar amount not on a physical landmark, but on lines of code and a marketing campaign. In Hollywood, major studios mitigate risk by producing a slate of films. Some will flop, some will break even, and a few blockbusters will pay for everything. Take-Two Interactive doesn't have that luxury. Their entire corporate strategy is built around these once-a-decade colossal releases from Rockstar. Think of the pressure on the thousands of developers. It's akin to the stress inside NASA's mission control before an Apollo launch. Years of work, billions of dollars of investment, and the reputation of an entire industry are riding on every single line of code working perfectly at launch. A significant delay or a buggy launch wouldn't just be a PR problem. It could trigger a genuine crisis on Wall Street, as investors have priced in near perfection. There is simply no room for error. So how do you build anticipation for a $2 billion product? You engineer hype with a level of discipline that few brands on earth can match. Rockstar Games' marketing strategy is a masterclass in psychological influence. For years, they maintained absolute deafening silence. This void allows public speculation and desire to grow to a fever pitch. Rockstar's true genius is that they've created an ecosystem where the fans do most of the marketing for them for free. For years, a global community of digital detectives has scoured every patent filing, every job listing, every potential leak, building a mountain of hype so large that Rockstar only needs to provide a small spark, a single trailer, to set the entire internet ablaze. That one trailer for GTA 6 shattered YouTube's record for the most views of a non-music video in 24 hours, amassing over 150 million views in its first 48 hours. The entire world stopped to watch, and then more silence. This less is more approach is the same strategy used by ultra-luxury brands like Ferrari or Hermes. They don't chase you. They create a powerful mystique that makes you, the consumer, feel desperate to be a part of their world. They are not just selling a game, they are selling access to the single biggest cultural event of the decade. But here's the secret that the average player might not realize. The $70 or $80 you will pay to buy the game is little more than an entry fee. It's the cover charge to get into the most exclusive club in the world. The real business, the true money printing machine, will be the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto Online. The initial sales of the game will likely recoup that massive $2 billion investment in a matter of weeks. Everything after that, for the next 10 years, is pure high-margin profit. But think beyond just selling virtual cars. Industry analysts predict a far more sophisticated economy. Imagine real-world brands like Nike or Gucci paying millions for virtual storefronts in the game, exclusive concerts from major artists happening inside this digital world. This is far more powerful than simple product placement in a movie. Brands aren't just seen for a few seconds. They can become part of a world where players spend hundreds, even thousands of hours. That level of sustained engagement is the holy grail for advertisers, and GTA 6 will be its ultimate platform. It's an economy so complex it mirrors real life. When GTA 6 finally launches, the event will trigger a massive domino effect across multiple industries. It is a commercial black hole so powerful that no other major video game publisher will dare to launch their own multi-million-dollar titles anywhere near its release window, for fear of being completely overshadowed. Sales of PlayStation 5 and Xbox consoles will skyrocket as millions of people upgrade their hardware just for this one game. The impact extends beyond just competing studios. For months, platforms like Twitch and YouTube will be completely dominated by GTA 6 content, creating a new generation of streaming superstars overnight. A whole secondary economy of content creators, merchandise sellers, and community managers will instantly spring up around it, with livelihoods depending entirely on the game's ecosystem. It becomes less like a product and more like a new digital continent, with its own economy and its own stars. The game's technical demands will push the boundaries of what current consoles can do, potentially accelerating the development of new hardware and cloud gaming technologies. The stock price of Take-Two Interactive will be one of the most watched tickers on Wall Street, its movement impacting the retirement funds of millions. It's a stark reminder that a single piece of entertainment, a universe built from code and imagination, now holds more economic power and cultural influence than almost any other product on Earth. And it forces us to ask an intriguing question. In a world where a video game can generate more revenue than a Hollywood studio and command the attention of billions, where's our attention and our money really going?